Hello, my name is Somto Anyadike. I'm a running back at Fraser University in my senior year. I'm 6 foot tall and I weigh in at 215 pounds. Um, the goals I looked to accomplish this season was to lead the team in rushing. Obviously I wanted to rush for 1,000 yards or more. Unfortunately, I couldn't do that based on the lack of offensive line help, but I tried to do the best I could. I wanted to be a good role model for the younger players that came in, be a good leader, and lead by example. And I think I pretty much accomplished that. Um, what would my coaches and teammates say about me as a player? I believe they would say a lot of good things about me. I try to communicate with my coaches as much as possible. I try to also communicate with my teammates. Try to, be the older brother to a lot of the young guys. Me being 24 years old, I've had a lot of life experiences, and I've learned a lot throughout the years and matured a lot. So I think that helped my teammates in the locker room who seeked out advice and whatever it was on the field or off the field. I would say I was the guy that some of the younger guys would come up to talk to. Um, when studying film, what are the things you focus on to improve your game? Me as a running back, I think the running back position is, in my personal opinion, is an art form in terms of like how, we search for the holes and creases and read defensive linemen and linebackers. I always, as a running back, I always look for the, 4 or 3 defensive linemen, and if I'm going play side, I tend to, look at the play side defensive tackle and make my read off him and react, you know, according to the backside defensive tackle. And that's where I usually gauge my holes at and try to, either run a linebacker over or make them miss based on my steps. So I usually watch how the front down linemen are lined up and how they move in terms of how I study film. Um, what separates me from other pro prospects in my position? I think what separates me would be my size. My size, I think I'm really physical. Actually, no, I believe I'm really physical. I know I could get the job done. If I need to carry 4 or 5 guys in my back at a time to get the first down, I'll do it with all my will and power. Um, I have a real passion for the game. I love the game. I respect the game, and just that passion and that will. I think separates me from a lot of guys because, like I said, been through the past years. I've matured a lot based on having to transfer schools and do a lot of stuff. So it just showed my love and devotion for the game, and just having a work ethic to try to be great. And I think any team I play for, any professional team I play for, will get the most out of me, and I wouldn't disappoint. That's my mindset and my beliefs. I think just that aspect alone on my maturity level separates me from a lot of prospects, not just running back position. Um, in my off season, do I plan on training and prepare for professional opportunities? Yeah, I'm training right now. I'm trying to maintain my weight. Stay in shape, get faster. Just training for combine things and like the 40 and T cone drills and broad jumps and all that. Talking to the right people and talking to the right trainers, and also watching my diet and what I eat. Just to prepare in case any opportunities come up. What kind of strengths and abilities will you bring to a team, and that will stand out both on and off the field? Well, like I said, off the field, now no team will have to worry about off the field problems or issues in that nature. I always, I think of myself and I believe myself to be a positive influence and a positive person. I want to give back to the community. I've always been a person who wanted to help and give back to the communities. Since I turned 18, I started working at a group home actually, and I took care of kids, less fortunate kids, autistic kids, disabled kids, working overnight shifts, So I've seen a lot of people in unfortunate positions, and that always made me wanted to give back and help out in the community and just be a positive influence and a role model. And as far as on the field, any team will always get my full. Um, I love the game. I love talking to coaches. I love studying film. I love preparing for games. I love practice. Everything about football. I just love football, and it would be a huge opportunity if I could play it at the highest level, because if I'm gonna put in so much work, I would love to compete and just have that joy of playing the game at a professional level. Um, what is your final pitch to the NFL and other pro leagues? My final pitch would be, honestly, like, I'm a choice that any GM will never regret. I believe myself to be a hard worker, passionate to the fullest, and just a straight up, worker and a go getter. Unfortunately, being a Canadian, it's hard for me to get the opportunity and the exposure. I believe myself to be a Division 1 running back. If anything, it just, like, my first coach always told me that I was a diamond in the rough, and I unfortunately that manifested to be true. Based on my location and the small school I come from, and a lot of other factors, but I believe I could play with any level of football, any the highest level. I could play at the highest level and play with guys that I see on TV all the time. I never saw myself as inferior or different, or I felt like if I was put in the same room, in the same opportunities, and the same whatever it is, I could fit in. Like, I wouldn't be the auto one looking out. If anything, I'll be competitive enough to even compete with the top guys. So in terms of that, like I said, any GM would be happy to draft me and talk to me, because like I said, I'm a choice that they'll never regret, and I confidently believe that about myself. Thank you.